It's your day in tech history, and it's brought to you by our friends over at Expedia.com, where you can find yours with Expedia. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers here, and I welcome you to the Day in Tech History at dayintechhistory.com. It's part of the Tech Podcast Network. You can subscribe via iTunes, Zune, or Stitcher Internet Radio. Our Twitter is Day in Tech Hist, and all show notes are on the wiki page if you want to follow along. Now let's find out what happened on this day, your day in tech history. October 4th, 1535, the first complete English edition of the Bible, translated by Miles Coverdale, printed in Antwerp, was published. 1675, Dutch astronomer Christian Huygens patents a pocket watch. 1830, the first power printing press capable of detailed bookwork was patented by Isaac Adams of Massachusetts. In 1931, the Dick Tracy comic strip, created by cartoonist Chester Gould, debuted. 1934, Enrico Fermi measures the speed of a neutron. In 1955, the world's first solar-powered telephone call was made by Bell Telephone. 1957, the beginning of the space age was marked when Russia launched Sputnik 1, the first artificial satellite into Earth, from Kazakhstan. 1959, the Lunik 3 satellite, the first to photograph the dark side of the moon, was launched. 1964, the science fiction television series Stingray premiered with the episode Stingray in the UK. 1968, an advertisement in Science magazine by Hewlett-Packard introduced the first programmable scientific desktop calculator, which HP called the new Hewlett-Packard 911A personal computer. 1985, Free Software Foundation was founded by Richard Stallman to support the GNU project in Massachusetts. 1987, effective at midnight, Atari Corporation closed its tender offer for outstanding shares of the Federated Group of Electronic Stores, and Federated becomes an official subsidiary of Atari. 1993, the Mission to Mars attraction in Tomorrowland at Walt Disney World closed, and Microsoft introduced the Microsoft Home brand, a broad range of consumer software products targeted at home computer users. 1997, Gunpei Yokoi, inventor and toy maker, dies at age 56. He designed Nintendo's game and watch handheld games, the Game Boy and the Game Boy Pocket. And version 3.04 of the Netscape Navigator web browser was released. 1999, AMD introduced the 700 MHz AMD Athlon processor, which was the world's fastest and highest performance x86 processor at the time. Price was $849. Hydra BBS version 1.5, which was 6 revisions behind the current release, appeared in the cover of the CD included with the October issue of Amiga Active magazine. Also in 1999, Intel Corporation revealed that they had chosen Itanium as the brand name for their new line of microprocessors. Previously, the chips were assigned to a code name of Merced. The Los Angeles Times blamed Pacific Bell for the failure of a number of government computers, whose failure caused state agencies in California to turn away citizens applying for driver's licenses, food vouchers, and vital services. Palm Computing released Palm 7, or Palm VII handheld computer with wireless support in 260 cities throughout the United States. The Palm.net network cost a user $9.99 for 80 transactions. And Red Hat begins release of version 6.1 of the Red Hat Linux operating system, Cartman. This version included the Star Office 5.1a Office Suite and started at $29.95 to $140.95. And now this word from our friends over at Expedia. Las Vegas, Jamaica, San Francisco, China, New York, Portland, Florida. Have you been? Maybe you're from there and you need to start planning your trip home for the holidays. Now is the time to do that. With rates at their lowest for November and December, you can get great deals in planning your trip. That's where Expedia comes in, from air travel, hotels, cars, and full vacation packages. Because who doesn't want to be in a warm city during the coldest of winters? You can also earn Expedia points so you can use them on more trips all around the world. Get $25 off your first hotel booking at Expedia. Go over to geekazine.com/Expedia for more details. Over at Expedia, find yours. Now let's get back into your day in tech history. In 2000, Maxtor announced that it would acquire the hard drive business of the Quantum Corporation for $1 billion in stock. 2001, Casio introduced the Casio PIE 200 handheld computer. It featured a 206 MHz Intel Strong Arm processor, $599. Compaq Computer introduced the iPac H3870 handheld computer for $649. And in San Francisco and London, Microsoft introduced the Pocket PC 2002 operating system, codenamed Merlin. 2002, hacker Vasily Gorshov of Russia was sentenced to 3 years in prison for convictions on 20 counts of conspiracy, fraud, and related computer crimes. 2004, Mandrake Soft acquired the professional support company Edge IT, which focused on the delivery of service and support to the corporate market in France. Also in 2004, Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen wins the Ansari X Prize for Spaceship One. 2005, Microsoft held the Xbox show XO5 in Amsterdam. And Microsoft revealed the launch lineup of the new Xbox 360 console. And Yahoo purchased online social event calendar upcoming.org. 2007, George Takai gets his own asteroid, formerly known as 1994 GT9. The new name would be 7307 Takai. 2010, Twitter CEO Evan Williams steps down. COO Dick Costello becomes the new CEO. 2011, Apple CEO Tim Cook announced the fifth-generation iPhone, which would be called iPhone 4S. It improved the processor to the new A5 chipset, included retina display, and introduction of Siri. And, of course, Cook also announced iOS 5, which would be available for download later on October 12th. A lot of people noticed how despondent Cook was, and it wasn't until October 5th that we found out why. And in 2013, CNN uncovered the original voice of Siri. Her name is Susan Bennett. And that's your day in tech history. My name is Jeffrey Powers, www.dayintechhistory.com. All the show notes are over at wikizine.com, Geekazine's wiki. And, of course, you can like the Facebook page and follow Twitter at Day in Tech Hist. Until tomorrow, take care. Day in Tech History is copyright 2014 JMP Enterprise and Geekazine.com.